good morning from sagebrush country in the Big Jacks Creek Wilderness area. A BLM wilderness area in southwest Idaho, a lot of basaltic canyons, some sagebrush country landscapes to explore that are really cool. Hope you ride along. It's a beautiful day in sagebrush country, blue skies, white puffy clouds, and you got green. It's spring, it's April. A lot of the green up occurs this time of year with some of the rain and melting snow. These tumbleweeds just pile up on the fence rows here, and the BLM has taken a good spring day where there was some moisture, and they're burning these huge tumbleweed piles next to the road, I'm assuming to prepare for this upcoming fire season. So I've never seen this before. I'm actually glad to see that they're getting rid of these big piles of tumbleweeds, feel the heat from the fire. Good to see these being taken care of. Always got to be on the lookout for cows, even on the main roads. It's open range, meaning they can graze wherever they want. And boy, you thump one of these going really fast. As you can see, they're not too worried about moving. And you got a world of hurt, so always good to keep an eye out for them. Beautiful camp morning. Just found a nice open meadow area to camp. I have a jumping jack, so just set that up. Especially love hearing the birds. Maybe you can hear them. Hear about 3 different species out there. This is a serious harvester ant pile. Not very tall, but man, they sure made a wide one. Just to put scale there's my foot. That's a pretty big pile. I know people often look at sagebrush landscapes, and I've heard terms like wasteland, barren land, drab land. You know, and if we're used to green trees, I get that. But this is a collection of organisms adapted to survive in this cold desert environment. So it's really more a question of tuning in to these different plants and animals that occur in these what they call ecosystem, collection of plants and animals. So like, you know, this is an old Wyoming big sagebrush, and if you look at the trunk, you'll see it's really thick. Now, they don't grow very fast in this kind of environment. There's just not that much moisture. That individual, though, I'm sure is well over 100 years old, which is why they call sagebrush, the old growth plant of the sagebrush ecosystem, because they kind of anchor all that goes on out here. In fact, if you ever come out after a snowstorm and the snow has blown, often wind accompanies these snowstorms, there will be drifts of snow right next to these sagebrush plants, these individual plants. They sort of grab that snow and help hold on to it, and then that moisture gets in the soil. So just kind of encouragement, set aside your green tree view and try to appreciate this ecosystem for what it is. This is the register to the Parker Trail, and when I first walked up to it, I saw that rock hanging there. I thought maybe that was somebody's sense of humor about, I don't know, a wind gauge, since the wind blows a lot out here. But actually, ingenious way to hold the lid up to this trail register for this hike. And again, a reminder, we're in these Jacks Creek wilderness areas that I'm going around in today. Just crossed a gate, stopping for a minute to look around, and there's a perfect example how one pasture's been managed a lot different than the other one. In fact, the one on the left where there's more grass has probably been treated. They must have got rid of the sagebrush long ago. See the difference there? Kind of cool. So way back in here, and somebody homesteaded this many years ago. It's a remote location, but it's pretty cool back in here. Some water, it's on a creek. Looks like a set of corrals or a barn over there. And then it was like, looks like the house was back over here. Let's go see, let's go look inside. Usually not much left in these places. Especially since you see cows have been grazing around here for a long time. Like they had not a very big place to call home, but it was home once upon a time. I'm back over at what I'm guessing was the barn. I just, look how much labor somebody put into carrying all those rocks over once upon a time. Wow. Been, I guess, pretty solid walls, but the roof is long since gone. Well, if you're like me, you find serenity in these landscapes. They're really good for my soul. Just wanted to say thanks for riding along.